Okay, folks, let's get into Tai Chi Qigong posture. So feet parallel, line roughly with your hips. Drop your tailbone down and soften your knees. Nice little hollow between your two legs here so that we don't lose our knees inwards, and a little bit of room for something the size of a squash ball under the axilla. Chin tucked in so that your cervical spine, your neck lengthens, and at the bottom, as your little triangular tailbone drops down, it lengthens the lumbar spine. So you've got beautiful length between your sacrum and the top of your head. And you might just close your eyes for a couple of minutes and just notice how you feel, notice where you've come from. Just settle into yourself. Feeling your feet rooted into the ground. Feel your heels, the side of your feet, front pad of your foot, and then feel all the little pads of your toes. Maybe pick your toes up and lay them down again. You just feel that they're taking some weight there. Okay, we'll start with a bit of breathing, get some good oxygen in before we start the form. So clasping your hands together and pushing out as you breathe in there. So we're actually breathing in here a little bit more into the back of the chest. So breath in and then breath out as you come back. Maybe breathe in through the nose, breathe out through the mouth. So you just clear a little bit of old air here. And actually pull your tummy in a little bit as you do that out breath. Breathe in, opening between your shoulder blades, using your diaphragm, your tummy muscles to push the lot of that old air out. Breathe in and breathe out. Then and breathe out. So breathe in and open your hands up towards the sky. Drop your tailbone, lift your head up there, and breathe out again through the mouth and push the old air out. Squeeze it all out. Breathe in. Lift through the shoulders, drop your sacrum. In. And breathe all the old air out. Breathe in. And drop over the side, breathing out. Closing the one side of your rib cage, opening the other. Breathe in. And breathe out. One more to each side. Breathe in. Breathe out. Clearing all that old air from the base of the diaphragm. Breathe in. And breathe out. All right, keep your hands together. And we're going to bring them together so that the base of the hands is just above the belly button. And the fingers are round about between your nipples there. This is the master point of the lung here, just in the middle. So in this position, just drop your knees down a little bit. Settle if you can. So bottom's going back. And you're going to breathe into the belly, in and out through the nose. Try and breathe in for 5, out for 6. Breathe in. As you breathe in, the belly is swelling out. As you breathe out, the belly button's going towards the spine. Let it be a relaxed out breath. Out breath longer than the in breath. And sink down a little bit lower. If you're stronger, take another few breaths just at a slightly lower level. Last one. And relax. Good. Shake your legs out a little bit. And when we do the 18 forms, you'll notice how very often we're talking about where the hands are and the hands connecting with each other, the hands leading the way. So we're wanting to get energy into the hands. Rub together, get a little bit of warmth in there. And let's shake. Just enlivening your hands. So all the upper arm meridians are either beginning or ending in the fingers, at the tips of the fingers. Shake the other way around. Good. And then we're just going to knock the gates of the arms. So it's about 3 fingers down from the wrist crease. And change around, other side. I'm afraid I'm not muted, so you'll just have to put up with that. Call for a second. Other way. And the other one. And down. Good. Let's just loosen up the shoulders. Feel your shoulder blades rising up and falling down. Feel that movement going through your shoulders, towards the hips on the other side, through the waist. And let's move in the opposite direction. Good. And let's just relax the neck. Just a wise out turns his head. And we'll just do it in 3 different positions. One with the arms forwards, not too close, in that lovely rounded position of the arms. Tucking your chin in, softening your tailbone, soften your knees. Breathe in and turn to look behind you. And breathe out, come to the front. Breathe in, look behind. Breathe out, come forwards. Breathe in. Let your eyes lead the way. Coming forwards. Last one. Behind you. Forwards. And look behind. Hand on your hip and let's just roll through the pelvis. Just loosening up easily here. It's always nice to do a bit of loosening before you start a longish form. Feel the side movement, back movement, side and forwards. But let it be an oval when you do it. Opposite direction. Round you go. And pop your hands in your low back and let's just ease back in case anyone's been doing hard work today. And forwards. Your thumb is about 2 centimeters out from the spinous processes. Lean back all the way forwards. Move your fingers down. And forwards. Good. Right. Okay, let's go. We're going to start with the 7, 8, 9, with the last 3 of the 18 forms that we're adding on. I think most of you have probably done the 18 forms before, remembering back to it was a Chinese medical doctor plus a martial artist. He was qualified in both. And he put the set together of different forms, older forms, into a set which would stretch every meridian in the body, and in actual fact will stretch all the fascial lines as well. So it was put together as a medical Qigong set. And a lot of gyms, a lot of medical students in China will in actual fact need to learn this during their training so that they can use it as a prescription or parts of it. Okay, so Tai Chi, Qigong starting position, feet parallel, soft ankles, soft knees, drop that little tailbone, long spine. And you want to feel that your body is lengthening through these movements, lengthening up from the feet towards the sky. And when it's done that movement, it kind of softens back from the sort of sky area down to the feet, back into the ground again, or lengthen to the side and coming back. I'm not going to say recoil, but think of something stretching and then just coming back to its base position, using that kind of elasticity. Okay, so we start off just with lifting your arms forwards. You know this one well. It's the opening Tai Chi move. So I think just about all Tai Chi sets, sometimes they 24 moves or 48 or 68 moves, they begin with this movement. So floating the arms up, movement starts, shoulders, elbows, finishes with the hands. As you come down, allow the elbows to drop down. In. Breathing out. It looks as if we're starting at the beginning, which is fine. My intuition said this is the best place to start. Okay. So opening move. Breathing in as you come up, breathing out as you go down. Again. Little flick through the wrists as you come down. Notice how your palms of your hands feel. So from the opening move, the next move is called broadening the chest. So we go up. As we come down, we start broadening the chest, and we come up again, same level, and then turn the palms to face each other. Feel the connection between the two palms. And as we move out, we keep that connection going. So we don't go back, because when you go back, then you're actually hollowing the back here. And we want this position to stay rounded. So as we go out, it stays rounded there. So coming up, broaden the chest, palms energetically connected with each other, coming back and then down. The breathing, we can start off with a breath in, breathe out, breathe in through the nose, breathe out. Try a few of those. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, and breathe out. Notice how your palms feel. Next one, we're going to do the breath in and out and out. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe out, breathe out. Feel the connections between your palms as they part from each other, and feel the connections that come towards each other. It's almost like a magnet. So it's a little bit sticky as you pull out. And when you come together, it's almost as if you're having to push to bring your hands in and down. The third movement is dancing with rainbows. So we come down here, and this hand goes as if it's going around a wheel. So it's going around a wheel, and it ends up over the top of your head. And this is over your do 20 point. Okay, it's very important point in Chinese medicine. Okay, so coming around to then, as this is happening, the other hand goes out to the side at your shoulder level with the hand facing in. So our weight here is the hand that's going to go around the wheel. We put our weight into this leg. So weight comes into this leg. Don't shift over, just move the weight into that leg. And there it goes. Watching the hand coming up. As it comes to your head, look at the other hand. Weight goes to the opposite side. This side goes around the wheel, comes up, and you look at the stretched arm, hand of the stretched arm. Weight comes over as you bring your hand over your head. Look to the other side. So this is not a big swing here. We're actually trying to keep lengthening up through the body, and feel that as you bring your arm up, feel that you're lengthening from the hip all the way up and around, and you've got again a curve here. So these little nuances are actually really important for the form. So let's start. So we're going around there. Feel how as you go around, you're lifting through from the hip all the way to the shoulder blade, through the shoulder, and then over to the top of your head. And at the same time, we're going to go out there. Weight changes. And this arm as well. Don't just bring it there. Lift it there as it comes over. And lift. Turn your head to look at the extended arm. Breathe into one side. And breathe out to the other side. Breathe into one side. Breathe out to the other side. Coming down, the next move is parting the clouds. So we're going to wrist cross here without touching, 1 foot forwards, and shifting forwards and part the clouds, and come back, rocking through the legs as you go forwards, keeping the connection for as long as you can, and then open. And you can change each time. So different hand in front each time. So as if you're clearing the way, parting the clouds. So whatever dreams you have or missions you have to be on, sometimes you just have to clear the way so that you can see where you're going, or take the obstacles out of the path, move the obstacles out of the path. So this would be an in-breath here. Pushing away, out breath. You could do that through the mouth. Breathing in. Breathing out, good for the balance as well. Coming down, we're going to put the other foot forwards. Okay, so nice lunge position there. Breathing in. Let's breathe in, sorry, breathe out. Breathe in. Breathing out, changing the wrists each time. So you're crossing the upper gates, the gates of the arm. That's very, very powerful position. And of course, this in Tai Chi would be a martial arts ward off. If somebody was attacking you, you'd speed it up and put a bit of power in it. Coming back, feet together, holding a ball. Okay, let's turn it. So this one is called turning the waist and twisting the palm. And it is a form that you do know. It's one of the liver forms. So we're going to turn the waist. This hand's going to go behind, stretching the other hand out, and then your hand comes past your head to form a ball again. And then the other hand is going to go back. And this hand is going to twist, okay? So turning the waist and twisting the palm. Feel that turn going right through the waist. With your eyes, follow your hand from behind till it comes in front, and then change places. The front hand palm twists so it's ready to hold the ball by the time the other one comes forwards. So you can breathe in as you go back. You could breathe out, almost clearing as you come forwards. Breathing in, looking behind, breathing out, holding that ball before you move on. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, and breathing out. Coming into the next move, which is rowing the boat. So imagine you're on a boat in the middle of a lake, beautiful, quiet lake. You can decide whether it's moonlight or whether it's sunny, depending on what you need in your life at the moment. In breath, out breath. In breath. As you're breathing out, bottom goes back. Come down on your knees if you can. If you can't, it's absolutely fine. Just do it with the legs just gently relaxed. In, out. Hands down to your side. Right, the seventh move is holding the ball, and it's also one that most of you will have done. So one hand comes up and it lifts the ball and then comes down again. So it's as if we're giving somebody a gift. Maybe you've got a crystal ball in your hand. So you wouldn't take it too high. It's not going to go any higher than the shoulder. The palm must be open and wide so that it can, whatever that gift it is, can hold that gift and then come down again. The other side comes across. As you come across, you lift your heel. Keep your tailbone dropped down, your head lifted up, your chin tucked in, so you've got a long spine. And then think about the opposite hand that's facing down. So as I come up, this hand doesn't just flop around. This hand is connected to the earth. So this side of the body is lifting up, but as it's lifting up, the opposite side is actually rooting down. So I get a sense of this hand is pulling down towards gravity, and you're very rooted in the side. So it's a very nice kind of yin-yang form for the body. So breathe in as you give that gift. Breathe out as you come back. Feel the rooting of the hand that just comes back. And then it turns into a lift. So that would be a yin position. This would be a yang position going up towards the sky. Breath in. Breathe out. In and out through the nose. Notice how the middle finger leads the way as your hand goes up. Middle finger is the pericardium. So this would be a nice move to enliven the heart, to strengthen the heart meridian. Coming back to center, and let your little fingers lie over the qua, gates of the leg. So this movement is called turning the waist and pushing the palm. So waist turns and one hand goes up, spirals and pushes. Not up there. Remember, it's called Taichi Shibashi Qigong because it's a mix of the two. So this would definitely, that would definitely be a Tai Chi defensive movement, and this would definitely be a martial arts movement as well. Okay, so little finger leads the way, spiral to push and come back. Waist turns, twist the palm to push, not too high and not too far. If you're over there, you're very vulnerable. So you want to keep this movement close to the body, but rounded back. And you can lift the back heel off as you push, down. So whenever you're pushing, it's going to be an out breath. So breathe in breath, through the mouth, in. In. Little fingers leading the way. In. 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 Coming back to center, holding the ball, but the ball has now become the moon. So this one's called carrying the moon. And we've sometimes done carrying the moon where you go right up to the side, but in this particular form, we don't go too far out. So when you carry the moon, you're lifting up through your body. You're twisting a little bit and lifting up and having a look at the moon that you're lifting up and then coming down, lifting up to the other side, lengthening your spine. Keep your chin tucked in, but lengthen the lumbar spine from the sacrum all the way up to your cervical spine, coming back. And if you want to, you can lift your heel a little bit, but don't get too much rotation away from the body. Back. Moon is very important. They had a lunar calendar have still a lunar calendar in China. And let's just pull down the heavens, feel gravity, turn, feel nature, and then up to the sky. And we'll come through. We're just going to do two, and then we're going to run through the whole form again. We'll just do about 3 of each. All right. Hands over your belly. Close your eyes for a second. Just notice how your body feels. Feel your feet rooted on the ground. Feel your breath. Notice if your body feels a little bit longer or lighter, which would be a good thing. If it's not lighter, get it lighter the next time. Okay, so let's begin. So opening move. We'll just do 3 of each, but we'll do them really slowly. And I want you to be very aware of what your palms are doing with each move. Allow your body to rock and sway with this movement. Going into broadening the chest. Breathe in and out, and out. Dancing with rainbows. Weight over. Shift your weight. One leg forwards, parting the clouds. Out breath. Change feet. Wrist cross, have the upper gates opposite each other. Breath out. And back. Hold the ball. Turn the waist. Twist the palm to hold the ball. Feel that opening right across the back of the body as your arms stretch out in the opposite directions. Twist the palm to make the ball one more. Come back into your rowing boat and rowing the boat. Allow your movements to flow into each other. Tai Chi and Qigong are flowing movements. Holding the ball. Remember, the opposite side is rooted down as you lift up that gift. Watch your palm as it goes up. Middle finger leading the way. Little fingers to the groin. Turn the waist and push palm. Keep your elbow dropped. Hold the moon. Carry the moon up to the sky, coming down. Turn, hold it up to the other side. Lengthen your back as you do that. Feet rooted. Hands at your sides, facing the ground and up, open, up to the sky. Fingers pointing up towards the sky and then coming down. Front of your body, just balancing your body after this exercise. Connecting your head and your heart and your body, 3 dantians. Feel gravity pulling. Feel that reaching out into nature. Middle dantian, up to the sky. Wisdom, lights of the stars, just pouring it down, washing down your body like a waterfall. Breath in, breath out, breath in, breath out, breath in, breath out, breath in, breath out. And let your hands come to rest over your lower dantian. Feet a little bit closer, close your eyes. And just notice how you feel. Feel your feet rooted there, head lifted up. Softening your face, like the warm sunshine shining on your face. And let your breath drop long, slow and deep. Just a couple of nice long, slow, deep breaths into the belly. Good. Open your eyes. Stir your little stew pot. And thank you for joining.